Hey guys, we're back again with another episode of the Guys Guide. It's your host Deion Davis here.
Your co-host Chris Campbell.
And our special guest,
Mariah Lynch.
Hey.
We did it. We did it, y'all.
Hey.
All right. So, when we bring a new guest onto the show, we like to just allow them to take, the first 5 minutes to just give an introduction of who you are, your background, what you kind of do. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so I am Mariah Lynch. I am a 23-year-old math teacher at the high school level, and I also have my own business. So I am the CEO of Magnificent Tutoring. Currently, my base is just education, and I focus on youth development. That's pretty
The
much
whole different level. I'm gonna let y'all know now. I'm on this.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Well, what? Go ahead.
Well, I wanted to ask the question of what inspired you to become a teacher?
What inspired me to become a teacher? Truthfully, it started with the foundational, so my early learning skills. I went to a elementary school that didn't really have as many resources, and I couldn't really see that until I got into high school. And when I went to high school in the suburbs, I kind of seen the resources and different activities that were offered. So when I was in high school, I actually went back to my grammar school, and I went to my 8th grade class. I'll never forget this. I went to my 8th grade class, and they were learning 2nd grade work. From that day forward, literally from that day forward, it's like something has to change. It's like I don't know how I'm going to do it, but something I have to make an impact in some way. So that's really what started my education journey. I'll say
that. Okay, so when you went to, I guess when you went from the from the city into suburban school, what was your mindset like? Were you uncomfortable? Did you feel alienated when you went?
So originally, I wanted to go to Brooks. Have y'all heard of Brooks? Yeah. So I wanted to go to Brooks, but my dad, my only child, his baby girl, so he didn't want me to take the bus to Brooks. So he was like, you know what? You're going to go to Shepherd. Like, you're going to go here in the suburbs with your cousins. I was like, I don't even know my cousins. And I was like, I don't want to go there. And when I got there, coming from the CPS school, I didn't have that interaction with different races. So I didn't know that really existed for me, truthfully, until I got to high school and I seen every race you can really think about. I think what allowed me to become more comfortable in high school were my cousins. So my cousins were friends with so many different people. We all played different sports, and that kind of made me feel a little bit more comfortable. And then I started joining different clubs and meeting people. Yeah, it worked out. That was probably my 2nd semester. My freshman semester, I was pretty shy. I don't want to do anything. And then second semester came around, and then started opening up everybody.
Cool. Okay.
So did that help you with your style of teaching?
My style of teaching, as far as
math, right? So like your educational background, when you went to school, like you went to
the suburban school, did it kind of help with?
Did it help with your
making that decision?
Yes, for sure. So in my grammar school, we didn't do, for the most part, it was just, okay, I'm at the board, I'm saying this, and this is what you need to write down. But it's no real engagement. We're just write it down, have it. Okay, move forward. We're going to take a test on Friday. That's what it was. I'm more of a hands-on learner, and that wasn't applied until I got into high school. So once I got into high school and I got into the different programs, I had a culinary course, so we were cooking. I had, even in my math courses, we were moving around. It was constant rotation. We did projects. So that project-based learning and that student-led learning is where I focus my teaching on now. Okay. It's like, how do you learn? How do you like to be taught? So just those questions, and those are typically my first questions in the first.
Yeah, because I learned by hands-on basically. Like if you tell me to read something, I'll be like, but okay, you do this, okay.
And that's how I feel with when I have new agents come in. Like I'm not gonna have them go learn and read off of a whole pamphlet that they give us on the first day when you become an insurance agent. No, I'm gonna walk you through of how to put in like a policy or how to create, the illustration to give to a client. I'm not, because I feel like it's harder to retain the information that way.
I agree. Even in college. So going to college, you go to the classrooms and you get lectured. But you won't really get that experience for your career until you get into your career.
Yeah.
Or unless you do an internship. But you actually have to do those things to learn what you're doing. And that goes directly back into my learning style and my students' learning style. Any projects that we're doing, okay, we're hands-on, moving around, we're engaging with people. So we're building those communication skills, working as a team, because you're going to have to do this once you get out of high school. So we might as well start now.
That's actually cool.
Do you think that helps you with your, like, for people that have learning disabilities, like, in your class? Like, when I was in school, I did have a reading disability. I couldn't, like, it would jumble across the page, and I couldn't really get to that. Like, I couldn't really read it that well. Like, I could read it, but I would jumble, like, basically, I would jumble over the words.
So it kind of skip over them. Yeah, that helps a lot, especially in math. That's really important. So I try to accommodate every learner. So any diverse, we call our students diverse learners. Any diverse learner that does need accommodations. Of course, we can see those accommodations, but in each subject, it's different. So in math, I know a lot of my students, and I asked, this is going back to that first day or first week. I asked, like, how do you like to be taught? Do you prefer one-on-one? I do a lot of one-on-one with my diverse learners. You need me to read this out loud? Hey, I'm going to read it out loud. If you need me to write over here while you're talking, I'll write it down. You talk. So we work as a team, and I try to work as a team in my class collectively. So.
And I don't think we mentioned you did say that you're a high school teacher, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
high school level.
Yeah. So the 23-year-old being in high school, like what?
How does that?
Please.
Yeah, I graduated college in 2023. Actually got hired right after that.
Really?
Like a week after. Yeah, a week after. So I got hired and I started in summer school. I was helping the other math teacher, just with little things. So any small groups, I'll go help them, and then still observing her, just so I can get the hang of it.
Like a TA?
Yeah, kind of like that. But sometimes I will take over. But for the most part, I'm observing, just seeing the student environment and the class environment, because that was going to be my classroom starting out.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, let's see how students are. And it was a class full of boys too. I was like, perfect, because boys like to move around. They like to do a lot of things. And yeah, I just went in. Truthfully, when I started, I was 21 in May, turning 22 that August. And I just went in. I was talking to God. I was like, God, this game to go really good or really bad. I was like, please allow us to go really good. I got in there and they loved it. They loved everything. And I actually asked them, I was like, well, how do you prefer to learn? Like, is writing down the notes out the book, does it work for you? I need somebody to talk to me. So I was like, okay. I was like, well, when the teacher has everyone do notes out the book, I'll work one-on-one with you, and we can go through each example problem, and go from there. And from there, it gave me motivation. The summer school, I was like, okay, of course the classes are going to be bigger, and now I'm in the class by myself. But I went in there with my confidence, and I just remained myself. That's another thing. They will call you out if you are not yourself. And that's exactly what I did. I was just myself, and I was open about everything except for my age. That's the only thing.
Really? That's
the only thing I did not tell them. No, because I'm 21. You know, that's
exactly.
Yeah, that's kind of close. And yeah, I just went in. I was nervous, but hey, I did it, and now we're heading into year 3 almost.
Cool. So. With some pretty big accomplishments, coming away.
Yeah.
So you said that you had a business out now.
Yes.
And tell us about that.
Okay, pause. That's a great pausing point. I just needed to make sure we're still on.
Hi
guys. Okay.
I wanted to do that so bad.
So you have a new business. Can you tell us about your business?
Magnificent.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I got you. So Magnificent Tutoring. So this was actually something. This is actually something that I was planning. The name kind of came later, but I did, like I said, going back to my early stages of education, I knew I had to do something. So originally, my major was something else, and I can get into it after my first semester. And I thought about it. I was like, well, I was always interested in education. Let's go back. So that's when I decided to be a math major. And once I was getting ready to graduate, you have to think about what you want to do. So I was like, okay, well, of course, teaching is that option. I was like, well, what else could I do? And I was still learning. I had just found out what an entrepreneur was in general. Yeah, I just found that out. And I found it out. I was like, I need to do something within this field. And I was like, how can I do this but still be in the educational field? Tutoring. I was like, the tutoring business, this is after COVID. So a lot of the students missed out on foundational learning skills. Yeah, and that was really important. And I told my mom, I sat at the table, I said, it's two things that I want to do. I told her, I said, the very first thing, I said, I want to open up my own tutoring business. And I said, once the tutoring business is doing everything that I would like it to do, then I want to start getting into the real estate.
Okay.
So once I graduated, the job came so fast, I totally forgot about the tutoring business. I forgot about the whole entrepreneur route. And then last year, I sat down again at the same table with my mom and my dad. I was like, you know what? I forgot all about my tutoring business. I need to sit down and actually plan this because this is something I said I wanted to do. And I started my career and I totally forgot about one of my passions. And that's what I decided to do. My dad actually came up with a name, Mathnificent. I was like, okay. I can work with this. And I just went from there. But I did know going back to the COVID, math is you either really love math or you really hate it, or you really understand it, or it's like, okay, I kind of get it, but not really. Yeah. So it's kind of like a love-hate relationship with a lot of people in math in general. So we do focus on math for pre-K through 12, but we also focus on English, science, and SAT prep. So this is all pre-K through 12, math, English, science.
So when you say we, is it like an entire group?
So we are in the stages of actually starting. So right now it's a small group. Very small group. And we're actually planning on opening officially right before the school year starts for August.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Okay.
So stay tuned for that. I was like, stay tuned for that. I'm excited about it, and I'm really excited to see what I can do for others. That's my ultimate. I feel like that's one of my many purposes in life, to actually help other people, no matter the age, just help them in any way possible. And from there, you build rapport, you build connections, and that can be a lifelong relationship, or just something to look back at. I know I have a great connection with my previous math teacher. He was also my track coach. So he kind of motivated me as well. And once I went into the field, I went to go visit at one of the track meets, and we just talked about it a little bit and went from there. And I'm actually as a coach too. I forgot about that. Yeah, track. Yep. Oh. Yeah, I started running track in 6th grade. Once I got to high school, I was shy the first semester, and then my cousin drugged me to the track practice. She was like, "Just come with me," and I ended up was fairly decent at running, but jumping was my strength. And now that's what I'm coaching.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah,
congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. So this is my first year. We have our first meet coming up in about a week or 2. Wow. Yeah, I'm excited. I'll send y'all videos.
Yeah, please do. Yeah. Is that like a long jump? Like what type of jump?
Okay, so I have done long jump, triple jump, and high jump. Okay, so high jump, I hated it. I hit my head one time on that pole. It didn't hurt, but I was just embarrassed. I think I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed, and I was just like, yeah, I'm giving up on this. And then,
because isn't the high jump like where you got?
Yeah, I was over that. I was over it. I was over it after that. I was like, no, I don't think this is for me. And we were actually at conference when I started triple jump. I wish I started earlier. But we were at conference, and I had just won for long jump. He was like, you're feeling good today? He was like, you want to try triple jump? And I was like, I don't even know what that is. And he told me to try it. He showed me the steps, and he was like, just try it. So I think my very first jump was like 28 feet, and he was like, oh yeah. He was like, the next week we were doing this again, and I think I came in like 3rd or something. I don't remember. Yeah, but that was my first time ever doing that. So yeah, that wasn't bad at all. But yeah, I did long jump and triple jump. Triple jump was my best event overall. It ended up, so I started at like 28 something. I don't know. It was a low 28, and then my PR was half away from state. I was so salty.
Oh wow!
I sprained my MCL. And then we were like, okay, sectionals coming up, and I did sectionals like right after my injury. But it was a half an inch away. And I think it was like 35 feet, 10.5 inches or something. I think I had 35.10.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I was kind of salty about that, but it's okay.
Because this makes me. I really want to put you in contact with another friend of mine. Her name is Kennedy Jackson. She just started her business not too long ago as well, but she is it's called athlete aspire athlete, something like that. Don't kill me. Don't kill me.
Just put it
And it's like so I think she was attractive as well, and so she helps students that are going to high school or already in college, just trying to find their path along the way, what they are, their identity without the athlete, and then also applying it still, being an athlete, and just making sure that they know themselves.
That's cool.
Yeah, I really want to put you on contact with her.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, I love the purpose behind it.
Yeah. All these vendors, we might have to do something because last year we had a back to school event, and
I remember.
Yeah, and I
think I was out of town. I tried to make it. I think I ended up going out of town, or I came back that same day. Something, but I do remember the back to school.
You weren't going out of town a lot last year.
Not too much, no.
No.
I like it though.
It
A
is,
couple times.
and I'm sorry, it's not just out of town, out of the country.
Sometimes.
Experiencing the world.
Try to.
Love to hear.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be like you.
I'll be like you, my boy.
Love a good trip.
Let's go. Yes. Love it.
Speaking of trips, what do you think about going to traveling by train?
Oh, yeah. So I wanted to take this trip by train to California. It's called the Zephyr. And so it's a day train that literally goes from Chicago all the way to California.
Okay.
And I wanted to take pictures along the way, just of the scenery, because as I get closer to God, I had to realize, like, even going to a museum, we know all these things exist, but think about, like, literally every single thing that's here on Earth, He created. Like, this is insane. So I really want to, like, tap into and, like, just see what He created, like, nature-wise. Just take more natural pictures, waterfalls, mountains.
I was just about to say that's how I feel about water. Anytime the beach is my peace. I think that's why every time I travel, I need to go somewhere warm and there's a beach. I don't care where I'm going, unless I'll go like on a ski trip. But for the most part, yeah, I need to be somewhere by a beach because that brings me peace. And just realizing that this is a natural state of the will.
You know what it is for me? Like going to like not a rainforest, but like weather that is soothing, like the fall. Like it's so.
But you would want to hear on like
the raindrops.
Yeah. You can't sleep in the rain.
Yeah, it's terrible. The other day when it was raining that.
Well, that rain would have.
I was up at 3 in the morning just staring like, okay, I need to go to work. I have to be at work, but yeah, anywhere near water.
Would you go to like Lake Michigan?
Lake Michigan.
To just be on the beachfront?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't done it in a while, but the bike rides, I like to ride the bike on the trail. Or just take a walk.
Yeah, take a walk.
Yeah, last time the nets were kind of crazy though.
They are.
Yeah, I was about to say the nets were kind of crazy.
You don't like Lake Michigan?
I don't like
first of all, beach.
I don't like any of that because
beach at all.
So like a regular beach I'll probably go to, but Lake Michigan in particular, so much filth.
Oh, I'm not putting my. No, I don't even get in the water.
Yeah, even you gotta think the water comes.
No, see, you remember I said I'm going to water. I'm going to ride the bike on the path. Yeah, no, I just like to see it. But yeah, I'm not putting my feet in. Yeah, I agree with you on that. That no, yeah, it's not clean.
You know, people trying to shoot me because
nobody trying to shoot you. You just got to experience.
You didn't want to go.
Hepatitis. No.
I love going downtown, but just to see it is nice. Yeah, I'm not getting in the water. I'm not getting too close to the water.
Yeah, I'm not getting now knowing that people is dead in there.
You don't remember seeing those stories every other Sunday talking about?
Yeah,
I didn't really watch the news.
It was sick. It was. I'm like, imagine how many people peed.
How many people? I remember when my sister threw up one time.
Well, I guess not. I was saying that's like a cool word. That's all. Like I guess I never. I guess I never.
If I were to go to Lake Michigan, talk about cleaning the pool, I would want it to smell like chlorine. But all those fish would be dead.
Yeah, they would.
And that's
crazy.
That's terrible.
I do love the beach though. I went to my favorite beach was I went to Turks. Yeah, that was probably my favorite beach. The water was so clear. Even on the camera, it looked fake. Like I remember we rented a boat and the boat driver, I guess. He recorded the video and I was like, this looks fake. And they were like, they're probably gonna think this is colored in or something. But yeah, it was so beautiful out there. I'm so
How
I
expensive?
was saying, so maybe I won't go again, but
How expensive? Because I actually,
so our situation was a little bit different. So my cousin actually wanted us to come for her 30th birthday.
mm.
So 30 people came with her for her 30th
Oh my
birthday.
God. Okay.
We had a great time though. No issues at all. We just had a great time. But she got the Airbnb, so I couldn't even include the stay because we didn't pay for it. She paid for the Airbnb. All we had to pay for is our flight, and then everything else that we did. Oh, she had a chef too. So our flight and the chef. And then we did. I didn't do jet skiing. I wanted to, but I don't think I was feeling good that day. Oh, we got the boat. I did the boat pictures. They did ATV, and then when we got the boat, the yacht, they had like a yacht party in the water. That was great. They met Travis
Scott.
Yep, Travis Scott was on there. Yeah, I was like, I'm like, wait, yes. I'm like, yes.
I was going to say Jack Sparrow. I promise I was going to say Jack Sparrow.
No, like I was trying to think about what kind of hair when I said that, but yeah, Travis Scott was on it was like a tiki bar in the middle of the water.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, so we can get off of the yacht and
just like float
go
over
to the
over
tiki.
to.
Yeah, they can walk. It wasn't that deep.
Like
Yeah, and then they were doing jet skis and everything further into it, but yeah, that was pretty fun.
How much did you have to pay for your flight?
It wasn't too bad. Maybe like 500. Yeah.
I truly am. I'm telling you, I'm playing all.
I had a great time.
Cause
we did everything. We did literally everything. We went to it's like an outdoor. I want to say like a lounge, but it was outdoor. But mind you, it was 30 of us, so it was a whole. We're the party at this point. Yeah, I was about to say we're the party, and we had a good time. Though. I had a really good time out there. That was one of my favorite trips. This past trip I went on was.
It seemed like you enjoyed it.
Jamaica.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did a lot of excursions. I'm very adventurous, so like, hey, let's go. Okay, you want to do it? Let's do it. We did the. I'm about to mess it up. It's a waterfall. I'll say that it's a waterfall, and you have to time up.
Oh,
the Duns River.
Oh, the Duns.
I think so. I think it's the Duns River or Dune. I was gonna say I didn't mess up. I was about to say I didn't mess up, but yeah, that.
Did you jump off?
So I'm not that adventurous.
No. You just climb up. Just climb up, and yeah, we had a good time with that. It was different. Sabrina, my best friend, she hurt herself like 4 times. Yeah, I thought I was clumsy, but no, she had.
She was hurting herself.
Yeah, that's what I said at Walmart. Yeah, she's clumsy, but I thought I was clumsy, but she's a different type. She got her foot stuck in a rock.
Oh my God!
I don't know. But yeah, they got it out though.
Not her getting it out. He said they got it out front.
Yeah, they did. My other friend got it out.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but we had a really good time.
Did y'all do
the food?
Y'all do the mud bath?
No, it was booked. I wish I would have knew that. We probably should have booked it in advance, but I would go to Jamaica again. The food was great. Everything was amazing. Yeah, I think I want to explore a little bit more of the city next time I go. So just maybe even if it's a tour, just to see what's going on. Because we stayed on a resort, and then when we got off of the resort, we just went to the excursion. So I want to kind of see their culture and see their city.
I really want to
go. Have you ever had? Sorry to cut you off. Curry.
Yeah.
Curry chicken.
Yeah. It's I know it's different.
And I've been trying, and that's the thing. I've been trying to have like different kinds of foods from different countries, like butter chicken.
I never had that. I just saved the video.
Like I was about to make it. Like but I just need the spice.
But you never
certain spice that you need.
What, the curry or the butter chicken?
The butter chicken. But I did want to make the butter chicken. Like it seems easy enough, but you still need a certain kind of spice from the store.
I'm like, yeah. Do they sell it at like a regular store?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, that was my first time having curry anything. We were curry. They would tell you curried out. Yes, breakfast. Oh, they have curry. We're gonna get some curry. I had breakfast and then I had curry chicken. That's on the side. It was just like, okay, that's what we're doing. Lunch, curry chicken, and whatever else. Dinner, curry chicken. Yeah, for all every day except for my last day. Yeah, I love that.
I think I want to go to for places I want to go to. It's definitely the Swiss Alps.
Really?
I like of course the mountains, and then I want to take the switching with my train because in all the movies, the movie actually. So yes, the movie that sold me was Night and Day with Cameron Diaz. I think that's her name.
Yeah.
No.
No, Tom Cruise.
Nope. That is.
I have no idea. I'm such a bad movie.
Ashton Kutcher. No, it was actually Tom Cruise because it was.
Yeah, that is his name. I'm sorry. The Impossible Dude.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I have no idea. What movie is it? What's the name of it?
Night and Day. With
Is
the
it
kid.
on Netflix?
I don't know.
Oh.
It came out like in 09 or 11. It was like one of those spy movies.
Yeah.
And so
he was a spy. He turned her into a spy.
the classic.
Yeah.
And it was
I have to go watch it.
You should.
It's hilarious and it's good.
And it's crazy because the thing that they were trying to protect was called the Zephyr, and that's the name of the train.
The train. That's what you want.
But my one place I do want to travel is Japan.
I was just about to ask, would I go to Japan?
And the culture.
Why do you want to go?
Scenery. I am anime fanatic. Manga.
You don't like anime? No.
Oh, it's a Leo thing.
Oh my god, yeah, I know.
No.
It is.
I try to get him into it. It's certain anime you can watch. It's certain anime you just ain't gonna get into. And it's not everybody cup of tea. That's what you trying to do.
I had this conversation with my students. So we have this thing called GDI. So it's basically a homeroom, but we have different topics we can talk about. And it's like whatever it said in GDI, it stays in GDI. So typically I come up with the topics, but I had a very strong opinion on anime. One time somebody made a comment on anime and I didn't know the class is gonna blow up like that on me. Yeah. And yeah, they went off on me.
Yeah,
you don't know anything. Like, you don't know anything, Miss Lynch. I was like, okay. I still think it's just a big cartoon, or it doesn't make sense to anybody.
It does make sense. It is full of drama. It's full of fantasy. It is full of fight.
Sounds so good, yeah.
No, I tried. I got into one show. I think what it was like seven Deadly Sins. That's what it's called. It was funny,
and it was one of, and it's not even a good anime. Just to let you know, that's one of the. It was good in the beginning, then it fell off.
I only watched the first.
Oh, so well.
I just can't get with it. One episode of anything. Not my cup.
Like it's an animation form.
I think so. Well, no, I can't even say that. No.
You think is it because of the whole like principle of it, how they operate between maybe the fast talking, the
different language, or is it just
everything? Everything is just a headache. It's a headache.
Have you ever tried watching it in dub, like in English?
No, I don't think she cared enough.
No, I actually did, and I didn't get it.
What anime did you try?
Oh, I have no idea.
What was the concept? I will tell you.
Hey, I was like 30 seconds in, and I gave up. I don't know.
How you gonna judge?
It didn't grasp my attention.
I've been trying to tell him this for a long time.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
So what do you watch?
I do not really watch TV that much.
That's fair.
Fair. If I do, I used to watch the Food Network like crazy, but I haven't watched it in a while because I just stopped watching TV.
The Food Network is not like it.
Yeah, it's not the same. So I think I just canceled that out. But I do go on YouTube. I've been on the Pop the Balloon, that little thing.
That's definitely.
I'll just watch it.
Like where it's like
Pop the Balloon
come out, pop.
Yeah, so I'll watch that.
Did you know
once a week?
It was it was like an old episode for old people.
Was it?
Yeah.
I just said I literally just watched the other episode before I came here. I was like, what if they ever do like had anybody's grandparents?
Yeah, and it was.
Dang, I had to find it.
And all the dude came out and they're like, pop. I was like, y'all all the same. Yo, I was the same.
You know what gets me when they prejudge
the person
when they judge based off of the outfit? I'll say that. That's what gets me because you can change your outfit. You may not like that outfit. You may not like your outfit, but hey, that doesn't mean I can't like the other person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some people just don't have style, and you gotta learn. Like that's how you progress in a relationship.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Once you get in a relationship, I feel like y'all kind of feed off of each other with majority of everything. Yeah, so it's like, oh, okay, I like how you wear this.
Oh, so can you show me how to?
Yeah.
Literally.
But yeah, just hopping somebody because I don't like your outfit. Okay, that can be changed. I just don't like that type of stuff. But yeah, that's all I watch. Or if I go to the movies. I wish you had a video. Okay. bad with the movies too, though. I'll go to sleep, but unless it's something that I really want to watch. So I'm big into. I like mysteries.
Okay.
I like mysteries, horror movies. Y'all scared?
Who's that? Where did they come from? I can't do spirits and demons and stuff.
I have childhood trauma.
Yeah, that's traumatizing.
Oh.
Freddy Krueger is very
I have childhood trauma. I used to see spirits. Thank you very much.
Oh wow. See, that's different.
Yeah, we don't leave.
Well, no, I watch a horror movie. What else? Yeah, I really like mysteries, and mystery is my top though. I like for something to go on. Like, oh, we gotta figure this out.
Figure it out. Oh, and then like suspense. I do like those.
Yeah, I like that too. Like
we
can do suspense. We can even do thrillers.
Yeah.
Like those.
But once it gets to the horror,
it's like once I see you, and I shouldn't see you.
Yeah, and once I see you, I'm like, yeah,
like you crawling on walls and shit. I can't.
And back bending. Nah.
Yeah, see, not to that extent. Yeah, because some of that stuff creeps me out. It doesn't have to be like a really good. The trailer has to be really good for me to watch it. Wait, have you all seen Don't Blink?
No.
I should watch it.
No,
No, it's not. It's not a horror. It's more. Suspense.
Yeah, with Channing Tatum.
Yeah, it's more so suspense.
Yeah, it's more psychological.
I promise. It wasn't bad if you watched it.
I didn't watch it, but I read up on it, and I was thinking about watching it.
Y'all should watch it. It made me think about.
How about? Are you into Marvel?
Here we go again.
It don't really matter on that.
I will. I think my very first Marvel movie. Okay, I don't even know the difference between Marvel and the other one.
DC.
Yeah. I was about to say DX, but I didn't want to try to. I don't try to do.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know the difference between the two, but my very first movie was Wonder Woman. It wasn't that long ago. Okay, I'm like, I have no idea. Is it DC?
You know it is.
Oh, okay.
Wonder Woman?
No, I was like,
yeah,
okay.
and I actually like those movies. The last movie we went to go see, I was confused about. That's not
Oh wow, yeah, Captain America.
I didn't like that movie.
It wouldn't make any sense.
With the
I went to sleep. Yeah, he turned into a red. I woke up and he was a red Hulk. And I was like,
I woke up part.
Like, I woke up and moved up.
I'm like, and then now we got the red Hulk in here.
Because that's what happened at the end, at the very end.
That's literally what happened with the cherry blossom tree.
Yeah, I was confused. I was like, whatever. I did like Deadpool, Wolverine. I like that one. That was funny. That's why it's kind of funny. I watched the Deadpool movie.
You gotta see it. The only one, the whole reason to why the Captain America movie didn't make sense because you haven't seen the other 20 before. So
I probably won't.
and it was like, oh, after you see him, because I have a feeling you're probably eventually.
All of the Captain America.
No, there's like different.
I'm just saying, if you wanted to go to Disney Plus and go into the timeline and just watch a movie, just try it.
I'm kind of strict with my Disney Plus. I watch everything that I used to watch. That's a Raven.
I knew you were gonna say that.
The Polar Express.
Okay.
Oh wow,
that's my favorite movie actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, that's one of my favorite. Yeah, Christmas. Yeah, that's my favorite movie. Polar Express. That's a Raven. The Proud Family.
If you weren't a teacher, what would you do? Real estate.
Real estate or nails.
Man.
Yeah, my first semester of college was rough. Well, I guess that will answer the other question too, because I don't think I went in depth about it. But my first semester, my last year of high school, I had got a certification in CAD. I'm not sure if y'all heard of that, but it's computer aided design, and I also have a certification in Revit. So that's a lot of stuff where the architect, and they build the plans and all that stuff. I wanted to go to school for that, but me and my parents didn't go to college fully. So as I was learning, they were learning. We're learning together as a team. I went to school for engineering because I thought that's what I wanted to do. But the whole time, you can go to school for computer aided design, or you can go to school for architecture. I didn't know that. It was just okay. I hear what engineers make. It sounds good to me. First semester, hated every class I had except for the math class, and that was it. I switched my major to math right after that. The first semester, I had lost a couple family members, So that was kind of a lot. And then the engineering major was a lot, and a lot of hours working on it for like a job. And then, like the broke college students, I mean, noodles and just like, dang, I need some food. It was just kind of crazy. So it was a routine actually. I'm not gonna lie. I went on Amazon and I bought a meal kit, and I would go to either Chick-fil-A or Pizza Hut because I could swipe my card, go there, come back to the room, and I was just teaching myself how to do this. Yep. And that's how it went. So probably a nail tech and the real estate. But the real estate is coming for sure. But if I wasn't teaching right now, I probably would have finished my real estate classes and stuff.
What would you say? When did you realize that entrepreneurship was really in?
When it was real, I met you all in 2020. Yep. So I met her in 2020 as well. Yep. And the end of 2020. I met her, and I met her by default. Well, I didn't know I was going to meet her. I'll say that. We went on a bike ride back at the lake. We went on a bike ride at the lake. He was like, "Oh, you want to go to?" He was like, "Oh, it's this restaurant around the corner." He was like, "I've been there before. You want to go?" I was like, "Yeah." We get in there. He was like, "Oh yeah, that's my sister and my dad." And I'm like, "Oh." I was like, "Is this your sister's restaurant?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Wow, dude!" I was like, "I look crazy. We just got done riding these bikes for hours. I'm sweating." And I had a conversation. It was a brief conversation with her, but over time, just having a conversation with her, and I actually brought up the tutoring business. Well, I brought up my ideas. So it was a tutoring business, and I thought about opening a nail salon as well. She told me about her background with education and mentorship, and I was actually working as a leadership coach / mentor. And I was just like, wow. I was like, I see how successful you are. You're standing on business with everything you do. And I really to this day, I still look up to her. And I know if I have any question, I can call on her. So I appreciate her. Shout out to her. But yeah, that's pretty much how the entrepreneur route. Because I thought about it in college, but I had met her prior to that. So I seen how it was on her restaurant side. And she is a woman of many things, yes. But I seen how it was and how she managed everything. And I feel like I could put my mind to anything, truthfully, and I could do it. And just took a leap of faith, and the business is building, and yeah, I'm excited for what's coming.
That's really dope.
Yeah, that's how the entrepreneur route started.
That's really dope.
All from a simple conversation.
What's the most teacher thing about you outside the classroom?
Outside of the classroom. Okay, wait, that wasn't fast. I'm sorry. The most teacher thing. I'm very observant, but I feel like I've been like that all the time. But I definitely watch.
Wait, because you just.
No, sorry. No, I was trying to sit up. I'm sorry. No, I felt like I was crouching down. So it's like I need to sit up a little bit. You know how you put your back? Yeah. I was like.
I just have to like this.
Yeah, but observing how. Okay. See, very observant. No.
Oh, you ain't see the dog act.
That's my second one.
Yeah, my dog goes crazy. But yeah, I watch.
Okay, we're going.
I watch different movements. You're gonna exit. Sorry.
Yeah, we interrupted that whole movement.
Okay. No, definitely. Okay.
Let's try it. Give me a second.
What's the? I need to quiet myself. I can't keep it serious. Okay. What's the most teacher thing about you outside the classroom?
Yeah, so I'm very observant. So I watch certain movements, and I don't want to say that I put certain people in certain categories, but sometimes I can tend to do that. They'll be good at speaking, or if we're doing a project, you're going to speak. I don't know why I do that, but it's like you're going to speak. You may be good at writing, but yeah, I kind of categorize different people, put them in different
things.
Yeah.
Dang, and I want to ask you another question, but I have that's the same thing.
I want to ask a question about that question
because it's like STAR. It's what we do. Really, you can follow this for any business strategy. You got your structure people, you got technical, action, and relationship people.
Yep, and we do that in education too.
Really?
Yeah. So as far as our PD, sometimes we actually have done multiple. So we did the types of learning styles. We did one like that, and then we were asked the same question. Was like, how can we answer that question based off of our needs? So same thing. If you're more likely to write, it's like, okay, so what can a teacher do to help you or stay creative in the writing aspect?
And that's cool.
And then same thing, hands-on stuff like that.
That's cool.
Okay, what category do you put us in? Since you
I like that.
oh, I like rapid questions.
Okay. Probably. See, I would have to watch a little bit more, but I see that you both are detailed. You have everything written down just based off of this interaction. It may be different tomorrow. I don't know, but based off of this interaction, any writing portion or any written portion, I say I feel like both of you all can hit that, yeah, as well as the speaking portion. Now, as far as who would be that one student who, like, all right, yeah, you just do everything, and then I'll write my name at the bottom. I can't really. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He
like,
said you're there.
he'll do everything, but it's still like he's a technical person, right?
I feel like I'm an action, and then I'll do everything first, but it's everything has slowed down now to a point that I have to understand how to be technical.
What type of students were you all in high school?
I love math, by the way, and so I was a student. Yeah, I was a student that never showed my work. I would always do math in my head.
Oh, you're one of those. You're one of those. I used to do that, but it's like, okay, but I was so. Hey, my teacher wants me to show my work. I'm going to show my work.
I know,
and
right?
every single step, even when I teach. So if I were to do the problem, I can look at it. It's like, okay, guys, I got an answer. But I have some students. It's like, oh, why are you going step by step? It's like, well, some people need to see every last step. Like they may have forgotten that we needed to multiply before we did anything else. Yeah. So it's like a step by step. And I write in words on the side. It's like, this is what we're doing. And I define what we're doing at the same time. So, yeah.
Because when I was a TA in high school, that's what made me slow down to go, oh no, you actually do need to write down each and every step. Because when I was a student, I'm like, okay, you don't understand.
But you're like, yeah. So we start off here, and the answer is terrible.
I was more into math. Math was one of my favorite subjects.
You're down here. I love it.
My second favorite subject was science and history. Reading history, I like history because it tells you like, okay, oh, so this was a bad person. Oh, so everybody was bad. Right, white people.
You did both sides.
I know what you were saying. I already knew what you were saying. But
it looked like you did.
I didn't want to say anything. Like, oh yeah, you're talking about like.
But yeah, I like math, science, and history.
Yeah, I would teach a science class. The thing with history, every history class I have ever had, I hated it because it was so boring. I told you I'm a hands-on person. You're just talking to me about these people. I really don't care.
Yeah. But if you learn about the different people that actually obtained problems, it's like the Bible, not like the Bible. I mean, but
I get what you're saying.
History lesson about people that was extraordinary.
Make it fun.
Yeah, you can make it fun.
Make learning fun, and I will be 100%.
But having just lectures and then you have to write a
essay.
That's what it was in history, and that's why I did not like English either. Where's the fun in this? We're just writing. I like creative writing. I like to write poetry. I like to do stuff like that. Once you tell me to write something about a book that you really don't care about, truly, a lot of teachers, that's something. Yeah. A lot of teachers, like now that I'm in it, they don't care, and it strikes a nerve because I actually do care. It's just like, yeah, okay, I don't really care about this book. Yeah, write me a 10-page paper on this book that you don't even care about. Yeah.
And is you even gonna write the? Read the whole?
Nope, probably not. I probably wouldn't. I can't do it. Imagine 30. You have like 5 classes. 30 students in each class. That's crazy.
I don't understand.
I'm not reading it.
I don't understand how they do it.
And it's 10 and like 5 pages.
Exactly. 5 pages. You asked me for a whole 5-page essay? Nah, I'm sorry. I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
I hated it.
Yeah, in college, I had to write. My last paper was like a 25-page paper. I'm not reading it. So I did 23. Holiday day. It's my last thing I need to turn in before I graduate. Get it. They gave me 100. Yeah, I was like, they didn't read that as long as it was over 20. And I had my sources. Yeah.
ChatGPT existed like that.
That would have been amazing. I would have been done with my master's.
They probably haven't created. They probably are getting around to now finally creating an AI system to see if there's an AI system that kids are using for school.
How you gonna get AI
system
for AI?
Like, this is AI.
Yeah, I mean, you've been predicting this from the jump. We're just getting to everything now. Okay, so we got to do that.
Okay, all right. Okay. And this is the rapid. Okay, Okay, sorry, that first one was kind of. It went into a whole.
This is like so many pockets.
Yeah.
What's a Gen Z slang term your students use that you secretly love?
I feel like the whole clocket thing. I like
Oh.
that clocket. Yeah, I love my girls do that. Yeah, I love them. The whole clocket thing. Or what do the boys say? Boys say the typical stuff.
Chill.
They don't even say chill.
My
They be
little.
like, what you on? Like, I don't know what. Like, you good?
Yeah.
I say that too. Like, if they're doing too much, like, you good? Like, you straight? I was like, you all right over there? And they're like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool. But yeah, I like the clocket.
Okay. If you could time travel to your own high school years, what advice would you give yourself?
Don't be afraid to public speak. No, I promise you, I tell this to my students all the time. I don't know how I get up here and talk to y'all every day because I used to hate public speaking. I was so shy. But I just say don't be afraid of speaking in front of people, and don't put the fact that don't put other people's opinions before you put your own opinion or your own feeling, because their opinions can have an effect on you, but don't let it have an effect on you. So I would probably say that would be my number one. Don't let anyone else's opinions have an effect.
Okay. What's your go-to song? What's your go-to hype song before a big day?
Even hype song though. Anything Janae Aiko, I'm real chill. I need to be calm.
Okay.
I mean, I told you I have my anxiety gets me, so I need to be calm.
I've learned more about Janae Aiko this last year.
I love her.
You know, that was my ex-wife.
Oh, that's what's up. Were you the problem or was she?
I was the problem. That's why she left me. And Big Shine, we don't talk about that.
Okay.
We still keep in touch.
Are you a? I'm not even gonna. Are you a coffee or energy drink kind of teacher?
Nobody, neither.
Okay.
I do not like coffee. Coffee makes me tired, and I never ever had an energy drink before in my life.
Rewind.
And I wrote a speech on energy drinks in college, and after I read everything that was wrong with them, I was like, I've never had one. Nope.
Yeah,
Coffee makes me tired.
Yeah. The most teacher tries to be cool moment you've ever had.
I am cool. So I think I'm really cool, actually.
Okay.
So every moment is my teacher.
Trying to be cool.
Not trying to be. Teacher is cool.
Okay.
Yeah, if you ask any of my students. Oh yeah, this is cool. Yep. That's what they're gonna say. Yeah.
Oh, what's the most embarrassing thing that has happened to you in front of your students?
In front of my students? Did I fall? Yeah, I think I fell. It was either I fell or I was choking. I was choking too. Yeah. I'm clumsy. Look, it happened in the same day, same period.
Wait, at the same time?
No. That would be crazy. No, I was clumsy and I had on my boots, and I think I just tripped over my foot, and yeah, I fell. And yeah, it was just a joke. It's a running joke. And then yeah, I was choking. You know how you just randomly choke, and I couldn't get myself together. I had to step out. I was like, I can't breathe. Yeah, it was bad. And that happens. That one happens quite often.
Because you kind of have a conversation.
You choking your foot?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna ask you something too. I'm gonna ask you something after I wash my hands.
Loki, go that way. Go to your room.
Oh.
You put a head down there.
I'll see you later. Like, yeah, I'm not going to murder. I'm going to actually sit by you.
You don't know. You really won't. You're not getting anything. You're licking your lips. Just call Loki for a reason. People don't understand. He's on the street.
I do now.
Yeah.
It took me years.
The other day we had, what's Red Snacker? You know what that is? Mm-hmm. So, the overnight, because we were filming another podcast, and so his food was sitting on the table, and the container was closed, and so all he knows is he woke up in the middle of the night, and he saw Loki, like, smelling me to see if I'm up, or looking at me to see if I'm obviously asleep. I guess Chris had one eye open looking at Loki. So Loki comes over to Chris, and then he goes up the stairs, and all Chris hears is the plate falling on the ground.
I'm like, what was that sound?
Might look at me one day. That was last week.
And you ate my last piece of fish.
Yeah, my mom gave me a plate from somewhere she came from, but it was 2 pieces of fish. She had a whole meal. It was 2 pieces of fish, whatever the sides were. I didn't know what. It was a rib in there.
That is so sad.
And a cornbread muffin. I didn't know. So he went to the kitchen, and all of my rooms are upstairs. So I'm in my room, looking at like my vanity in my room. And I'm like, okay, like I don't even know what I was doing. Oh, I think I was trying to fix my hair or something. Figure out how I wanted to style my hair. He comes upstairs with the cornbread muffin in his mouth. And I looked at him. I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right, Michael. So I took it from him, and I was like, well, I'm still trying to fix my hair. So I set it in the back of the in my vanity. Yes. He hops up there, like all 4 paws are on top of my counter right now. Yeah. And he gets it and runs back in. And then I go downstairs, and there's nothing left but the phone. Paper, nothing was in there. And I asked my mom, I was like, what was in there? She's like, oh, it was everything. She started naming all types of stuff.
That would make me so mad.
Yeah.
Both ate Italian beef pizza.
I like those. Do you like those? Italian beef
pizza.
pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, now that's different. Mama?
I put them on the phone. Yeah.
Yeah,
But you gotta get
my coworker had it. That's probably the only pizza I should eat. Besides like Italian fiesta maybe. Because everything else makes my stomach hurt. Yeah.
I don't even think it comes with sweet peppers. Because every time they give me the peppers, it be hot.
I think I asked him for a mix of both.
No, because remember when I ordered
He said, yeah. He's trying to be a good boy so he gets something to eat. No, you're not getting anything. Look.
Nigga, what?
I hope my husband acts like this at work. Hope he acts like this at 2, actually. He's very energetic.
Oh, that's a good dog to have. Rapid questions.
Which question you have?
That's not trying to.
You only ask 2 questions.
Supposed to be his facial expressions.
I was like, there's only 3 questions. There were 2 or 3 questions you asked.
Yeah, all these questions are already answered to.
Give me more. Give me new.
If your life had a theme song, what would it be?
If my life had a theme song. This is random, but like Party in the USA. I don't know.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like to have a good time. I do, regardless of what it is. It doesn't mean necessarily like the whole club thing. I don't really care for clubs. I will go to a bar or something.
Yeah, bars are good. Club,
Yeah.
bingo.
Bingo at the bar. That's what we say. Bingo at the It was a slogan. I'm not gonna say bingo at the bar. Yeah, it is what it is. And they have like different chants for different numbers. It's cool. Y'all have fun with it. But probably Party in the USA. I like to have a good time and explore things. So yeah.
Okay. If teaching had a reality TV show, what would it be called?
Something with chaotic in it. The chaotic. I don't know. I don't know. Chaotic something.
Okay, we're gonna go back to that. What's your secret weapon for getting kids to be quiet? Bible included.
Oh, sometimes I'll say something on TikTok, or it's a TikTok going around. I forgot the name of it. What is it? It's a little TikTok, but I'll do it, and they'll start laughing, and then it's just like, all right, we're back.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, now she dancing. Yeah, that's what they'll say.
What's the most ridiculous question a student has ever asked you?
She gave me a look.
Okay, I'll just go plain. So we'll figure out the answer, and let's just say x equals 2. It's just like, oh, x equals 2, and like, yeah, I think that's just what we went over, like, yeah. Or they'd be like, or I'll tell them like, yeah, we have to multiply right here. Oh, we got to multiply right here? Yeah.
I just said that. You just said
You're
that.
like, yeah, you didn't hear me. That's a combination.
What's your go-to I'm totally making this up answer when you don't know something?
So as far as math goes, I don't know it, but if they ask me a question involving the school, I'll put it on operations. I'll be like, yeah, you gotta ask operations. Or I'll just blatantly tell them, like, you know what, I'm not sure. I'll figure it. Like I'll ask somebody else though.
Do you actually ask somebody?
Ooh, you know what? It was a long word. So English is not my strong suit, but it was a long spelling is not my strong suit all the time. I forgot what the word was. And I was like, dang, how do you spell it? Because they randomly asked me how to spell it. And I had to think about it, but I'm very visual, so I'm writing this down. I'm like, you know what? Ask the English teacher, and y'all figure it out. Because it was like, you're stressing me out, and I deal with numbers. Yeah, I was like, yeah, y'all stressing me out today. Yeah, I'm very open with them. I'm like, yeah, y'all just stressing me out. Yeah.
How many classes do you have, like, students?
5.
Oh, wow.
4 or 5.
4 or 5? How many?
4.
4?
Mm-hmm.
How many students do you class?
It varies. The largest class I have ever had was, we needed more seats in the class. I know that for a fact. I was like, ooh, I'm nervous. that was last semester too. I was like, ooh, I'm not ready for this. It had to be close to, it was probably 30 something. Yeah, like 30 something. But then they gradually kind of like fell off. So it ended up being probably like 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's intense.
Yeah, the 30, I was like, gosh, that's 30 different learning styles. That's 30,
Yeah.
30 different personalities.
Only
Yeah, now I have classes for the boys, and it's different, but I actually like it. They like the engagement, moving around, and
yeah.
They're very competitive. I'm competitive too, so it works. Yeah.
Okay. What's a weird food combo? What's your
Weird food? I don't think I eat. You know, they judge me. I don't think it's weird at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not weird. I just know it's not weird. But, okay, I don't know if y'all eat McDonald's or not. No, like, seriously, I don't know. Some people, I don't eat McDonald's. I'm too good for McDonald's. Okay, whatever. I get a McFlurry with the apple pie.
Ooh.
And put the apple pie in my McFlurry.
That is so good.
They judged me.
I recently.
You're judging me.
I was good because I recently just had, because my niece and nephew works at McDonald's. So they brought me home some apple pies. And I had some vanilla ice cream. I put that apple pie in. I was like,
see, people eat ice cream and pie, but it's just like I had a McFlurry, an Oreo McFlurry, and I put the.
Okay,
I put the.
You missed me with that.
No, I'm just telling you. I'm trying to tell you. The Oreo McFlurry, put the apple pie in there. It's like changing. I promise you. It's good. Everyone, I'm really big on sweets. I love sweets.
Mm.
So I won't send
She
you out.
never had my banana pudding.
I will not send you out. And I love banana pudding. I don't eat the bananas, but I will eat the bananas.
Exactly. I don't like bananas either. But I cut them up real thin. So.
You ever thought about pledging?
That one.
You ever thought about pledging?
I mean, at one point when I like saw something alright. But yeah.
What do you think? Which?
I got it's funny. So my cousin, she's an AKA, and she told me, she was like, "Yeah, you don't look like that." And I was like, "Yeah." But I don't like that it's a look. Like that's my thing. Like when they start putting a look on it.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, whatever. Hey, this is my color. Sorry. But I didn't like how they portrayed themselves at the schools that I've been to. Of course, I didn't go to 4 different schools, but they were just too, like, I don't know, like uppity.
Uptight.
Yeah, and I felt like I'm not that type of person. I'm very chill, and I'm very friendly, and I can't, like everybody. No, I don't like that. But I thought about Delta, and they was like, "Oh, those are mean girls." I was like, "Well, look, I'm like, you know, you're gonna be upset." I said, "But I don't feel like I can correspond and align with their goals and what they like to do. No problem with them. Some of my family are AKAs, but I think I reside more with
Delta. It's funny because my sister's an AKA, but everybody in like my family lineage is a Delta.
Yeah. So the Lynch side is Delta. My other side AKA.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So it's like a mix.
You would think that they.
What did you think before I said that?
I thought you would go AKA.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah. It's because of the.
They wanted me so bad. They wanted me to join so bad.
It is a certain look that you would fit like that. Yeah, that's why I think they wanted, because they wanted to keep like a certain face or like a certain.
Yeah. I actually I didn't intend to go to their. It wasn't information. They had like a game night or something. I'm just trying to get out the house. Whatever. And I got there. I went with my friend, And I was just talking to this girl. I didn't even know she was AK. She didn't have one of her stuff.
Mm.
And I was talking to her. She was like, "Yeah, I'm in education." So I was like, "Oh, that's good." And actually, I don't know if they found my page. Yeah, they found my page and they knew that I knew one of the other AKs. It was like my friend's cousin. So her cousin, my friend's cousin, reached out to my friend, and my friend texted me like, "Hey, are you interested? Like they like you and everything."
Is your Facebook page or your Instagram?
My Instagram.
Okay, no, like got too many people.
No, Facebook is crazy. Yeah, no, they found out. I think they asked about me. Mm-hmm. This was at Chicago State. They asked about me, and her name is Essence. Essence was like, "Oh," she's like, "Yeah, I know her. She's like, that's my cousin's friend." And then that's how they went about it. So she shows on my Instagram. I have her on there. Yeah, but I just couldn't do it. Yeah, the way that my cousin portrayed everything.
It's not you. It's not your vibe. Yeah, I think you would be like if you didn't go AKA. I could see a Delta, like because I know it's like tiers. So it's like you got Delta, or AKA Delta, however you want to structure it, and then I just know it's Poodle. I don't know their actual
HD Rose.
HD Rose.
Yeah. The only reason why I know that's because my friend is HD Rose. Yeah, the friend that was cousins with the AK. But she wanted to be an AK.
Oh, really?
Crazy. Yeah. But somehow she ended up over there. I don't know. Oh, I do know how. Her boyfriend was a Kappa and one of the AKs. Yeah, one of the AKs didn't like her. So she couldn't get on the line.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. so she didn't like how they moved.
Yeah.
Something else.
Crazy. Yeah. But I would a Kappa is what I wanted to play.
I do it would be grad school. That's a strong age.
If I was ever to
Alpha?
Yeah. I have deltas and Qs. Alphas and alphas and AKs, deltas and Qs. It's just a mix in here.
You're entire. You're bred into the nine.
Yeah, but if I do it, it'll be a grad school.
All right. So okay. So we're gonna be like. We never get it right. So okay.
At least this is real. I tried to start YouTube one time. And I was serious, like not taking myself serious.
I just want you to know we be taking so many bloopers.
We do.
In the beginning because we never get this right.
Never. Okay. We're gonna figure this out. As long as you're natural, like when you ever choose to like start your YouTube again if you want to, nobody cares. They want you to be as natural as possible.
Yeah. Pretty much myself all the time. I think so.
Yeah. Okay. So we introduce ourselves and then and we have, and that's what you say yourself. That's the proper way to do it, bro.
Like, hey, it's back with guys. It's like David, Chris Campbell, and our special guest.
Right. Yeah, but okay. Just make sure I'm like, I'm not saying my name. I'm not saying my name. Okay, I just had
that was always a problem. Because we never told anybody what we were gonna.
Yeah, I was like, wait, am I saying my name?
Okay, we got that. Loki, can you just
like, dude? Sit down, please. Sit down. That's actually fine. Okay. All right, guys, we're back again with the Guys Guide. Your host, Deion Davis here.
Chris Campbell.
Yeah.
Sorry, I told you. A lot of movies.
I forgot that.
This ain't me.
Like, oh, and we're here with.
You know, okay.
Oh my god. Oh, that was funny. Sorry. Okay. All right, I'm here for it.
Please. We're gonna figure this out.
Okay, so are y'all gonna say?
And we're here with.
Okay. All right, just